2nd, Marquise Johnson, a black male 14 months old, was taken to Medical City Hospital by Dallas Fire Rescue from the 8900 block of Park Lane. The victim lives with his mother, Claudia Johnson, a black female 25, his two sisters, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, along with another adult female witness and her 4-year-old son in an apartment in the 8900 block of Park Lane. The suspect, Clazel Mugni, a black male 5'6", 1987, 6'1", 325 pounds, also stayed in the apartment. The child, Marquise, was pronounced deceased by Medical City staff. The victim had multiple injuries to his face and bruising to his stomach and back. Child abuse detectives responded and began an investigation. Yesterday, late in the afternoon, the Dallas County ME ruled that Marquise Johnson had died as a result of blunt force trauma and that his death was a homicide. While this investigation was ongoing, Claudia Johnson's daughter, the 2-year-old, was taken to Children's Medical Center after becoming ill. The child had suffered an abdominal injury consistent with blunt force trauma and underwent emergency surgery. This child remains at Children's Hospital. Clazel Mugni was arrested last night and has been charged with injury to a child, first-degree felony, for the death of Marquise Johnson. His bond has been set at $500,000. The investigation continues regarding the injury to the 2-year-old, and we expect to file additional charges against Mr. Mugni. I'll take questions now on that case.
Spell the suspect's name, please.
I'm going to spell his first name and then his last name, okay?
Okay.
It's going to be Clazel, C-L-E-Z-E-L, and Mugni is M-U-G-H-N-I. It may be Mugni.
And his age again?
He's a black male. His date of birth is 5/6 of 1987. He's 6'1" and 325 pounds.
The nature of the blunt force trauma, was it punches, blows, or do you believe the investigation?
It's punches. According to the witnesses, people state that they saw him punch the child.
Why?
Why not capital murder? Why injury to a child?
At this point, we're going with the charge that we can easily prove. We'll talk to the district attorney today, and we'll talk about upgrading the charge.
Why did he attack the children? What did they do?
I think it was a misbehavior problem, but I don't know how you do that with a 14-month-old.
Can you describe in more detail what witnesses say happened?
The witnesses all basically report that they've observed the suspect on numerous occasions punch or spank or discipline the child. That's what we have right now.
If there are numerous occasions, why wasn't this ever reported before?
We don't know that. Like I said, the investigation still continues on to other people.
Was there any reason the other adults that witnessed this didn't intervene?
Again, we're still investigating that part. All we're talking about today is that Clazel has been arrested and he's been charged. So the investigation continues on the second charge for the 2-year-old, and then our other witness is going to be held responsible for this.
Do you know of any history with CPS?
No. All right, one more question, then we'll move on to the next one.
Does he have a history of violent crime?
He has some burglary charges as far as I know.
Okay,
But it doesn't look like any other violence. All right. On the second case, on June 3rd, Pamela Leone Jones, a white female, 35, has been arrested by the U.S. Marshal's Office for sexual assault of a child, second-degree felony. The case numbers are 134-322-2014 and 134-323-2014. The complainants in this case are 16-year-old male students of the arrestee. The Child Abuse Unit was notified by a coach at DeSoto High School who stated that he had been contacted regarding these allegations. According to the first complaint, the 16-year-old male, Ms. Jones came to his aunt's apartment in the 10,000 block of Forest Lane on April 26th. According to the complainant, Ms. Jones is his teacher. He reports that he and the suspect had sex in her car. A second complainant has also been identified. He's also 16 years old, and he stated that on May 31st, Ms. Jones invited him to her home in the 700 block of Calcutta in Dallas, and then they had sex in her home. The second complainant also reports that Ms. Jones is his teacher. She shows no prior arrest and was placed in loose sterret with a bail set at $50,000, $25,000 for each offense. We have not confirmed what school Ms. Jones works at or the relationship. That's all we have at this time, and I'll just take a couple of questions on that one.
Spell her first name, please.
Pamela, P-A-M-E-L-A, Jones. And I don't have a DOB on her. Anything else?
DeSoto High School, but you don't know where she teaches?
No, don't have that information yet.
Help me understand how DeSoto fits into this then.
Just the phone call was made to a coach at DeSoto High School, and he properly reported it to the police department.
And both of these 16-year-old males who are reporting they had sex with her also say that she was their teacher?
Yes, that's the only thing we know, but we don't even know where their student's at right now. That's just not in
Okay.
the information. This happened late last night, and so some of the information was
So
done.
And-
her home is the Dallas address, the previous address on Forest,
It's on 10,000 block of Forest Lane.
Forest Lane in Dallas.
Right.
And where did the sex happen? Was it at her place, or you said one time it happened inside a vehicle?
The first occurrence happened, I guess, on April 26th with one person, with one 16-year-old, and that happened in the 10,000 block of Forest Lane in a car. The second allegation, the second charge, happened on May 31st in the 700 block of Calcutta at her home with another one.
Do the boys know each other?
I don't know.
And the coach was notified, can you just run over that? Well, he did the right thing, but he was notified just based on a tip, someone.
Yeah, he was notified by someone else.
So neither one of the boys actually contacted him. This was a third party?
A third party notified him, and he brought that forward. Anything else?
Did he do that with DeSoto police or Camp Long?
I don't know.
Well, how did it came from DeSoto, how did it get from DeSoto to your bailiwick?
I don't have that information. All right, guys, thank you.